As the nation celebrates a very successful relationship, TV star John Barrowman talks about what makes professional and personal relationships work.
Stockings, stilettos, whips and chains. Let me tell you my secrets for what makes a perfect partnership.
I hear something. Don't panic. You haven't been drinking too much Blue Nun. Actually, you probably have. The TARDIS really has landed in This Week's studio. But don't hide behind the sofa. Come on out. Come on, don't be shy. Instead, plump up your cushions and raise a tumbler in a toast to Doctor Who and Torchwood star Captain Jack, also known as the entertainer John Barrowman. He's here to talk about the politics of relationships, professional ones, personal ones, and some which are even working ones. But first, the search for the two missing Doctor Who and Torchwood, these wonderful BBC series. John Barrowman, welcome to This Week.
Thank you very much for having me.
Let's start with a simple question. What's the secret of a good relationship?
Oh, I think that the secret of a good relationship is honesty. And funnily enough, many years ago, I don't know if you remember, Andrew, that you told me that when we interviewed you on Live and Kicking, and something I have actually lived by. Honesty, I think, is the best policy. It just to keep things truthful, and you know, if something goes wrong in whatever relationship you're in, if it's going to devastate someone, the person, then it's better just to keep your mouth shut, I think. The
Queen and Prince Philip, that's an example of a pretty good, enduring relationship for all the ups and downs.
Yeah, it's sensational. I mean, it's a terrific professional working relationship. I mean, it's not one that is adorned with public displays of affection.
Well, they are German.
But it seems very effective. And you know, I perhaps shouldn't even mention in the same breath, but you know, I think of the Clintons. You know, think of all their ups and downs. But you know, the Clintons are within a few months, possibly, of pulling off the presidency for her, and it will be because they've done it together.
Do you think political relationships are different from normal ones?
Well, it depends what you call normal, really. I mean, and some political relationships are nothing normal. You know, if I relate it to show business, I think politics, in a way, in certain things, is a lot like show business. And the relationships are like that. And I mean, in the sense that they're, you know, you have two different parties, you know, and each, you know, going for different things. It's like two characters in a play. One has one objective and the other has the other, and each is trying to top each other and get their objective across. That's what makes it exciting.
They say politics is show business for ugly people.
No.
That's what they say.
Who told you that?
I mean, look at this show. How could anyone say that?
Listen, this is a good-looking show.
Exactly.
Don't you worry.
And the check's in the post. How John does...
Don't get it lost, please.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And give someone else the details.
When I say it's in the post, I mean it's in the Inland Revenue internal post. I think the 25 million was the figure. Never mind. That was a pretty good description of the Gordon Brown Tony Blair relationship, wasn't it? Everybody trying to get their own objectives.
No, but I mean, I think it's like a lot of relationships. It's more complex than that. There was a lot of hate, but also a lot of genuine. You know what I mean?
Because
that was a love-hate relationship.
You guys have affection?
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about.
But don't you think good relationships? It's like any family, or you know, you all love each other. You like and you respect each other, but you're gonna have rows. You're gonna get upset with each other, and the fact is that you're the type of person, or you're the group of people that you're able to sometimes agree to disagree.
But also, people are attracted to people who have the qualities they lack.
Yes.
So, I mean, you know, Tony Blair was a communicator. Gordon Brown was a man who knew about figures and was good at, you know what I mean? That sometimes people are better as a whole than they are apart.
Do you think that breeds the jealousy, though, between them? That one is better at one thing than the other?
Yeah.
And that
Exactly.
One has one skill, but not the other.
Yeah, exactly.
The Prime Minister, Mr. Blair, had the presentational skills. Gordon Brown was the number cruncher, policy wonk, policy man. Isn't it true in showbiz that some of the most successful relationships that the public have seen, successful acts, have not actually been the best of friends outside the limelight? Well, yes. You know, to think off the top of my head, I
I know that, for instance, Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, I'm not saying they disliked each other, but I know that from history, they didn't get on. And when they were dancing, you know, he'd complain, or she'd say that he's stepping on my feet, and there was all this kind of banter going on. Yet, when the cameras were on, they got along fine. And maybe the wind-up, you know, that sense of not upsetting or being rude to somebody, but that kind of little wind-up that you give them by letting them know that they might be slightly ticking you off, when they get in front of the camera, it actually makes you want to do better to prove them wrong. Does that make any sense?
Was it Tony Curtis or Jack Lemmon who compared kissing Marilyn Monroe to kissing Hitler? Anyway.
I think it was Tony Curtis.
Tony Curtis, was it? Okay. I want to mention Margaret Thatcher and Dennis. An amazing relationship.
That was an amazing relationship.
Margaret Thatcher could not have been the Prime Minister she was without Dennis.
Well, you raise the personal. You were saying, Diane, that in the professional relationship, it's quite important to have someone who compliments you rather than like you. I mean, I always felt that as an editor, that you didn't want a deputy editor to be exactly like you. You wanted someone that brought a whole different skill set to you. Is that true in personal relationships?
I think so. You'll often find men who are really quite quiet, like women who are quite noisy.
And vice versa?
Noisy? That was a polite way of putting it.
I think she was talking in conversation. Around the dinner table, John.
We're looking for a very quiet man who may be going out with Diane.
It could be a long search. Would it not be true to say that any kind of relationship today in this modern world is under more pressure than before?
I would think, yeah. I mean, we've got a lot more things to deal with. You've not only, it's I say the unit, the family unit, what people would consider to be the family unit 10 years ago, 20 years ago has changed. You have, whether it be a man and a woman, or two women, two men, or a single mother, single father, you've got, particularly in a relationship with two people, you've got two people who have careers. They've got to juggle their careers. They not only do that, they have to juggle their family life. They have to juggle their finances. They have to balance the finances. Some people might have joint accounts. Some people might have separate accounts. Completely, it has changed. From when my parents were younger,
Indeed.
It's changed to
and there are more
as
pressures now.
Totally
People
more pressure.
expect more. You're supposed to be a great cook.
Just-
you're supposed to have great sex. You're supposed to do all of those things which our parents didn't
She's
have to do.
fantasizing now. What do you think is the secret of these relationships here?
You know, I think they should go out on a date. You know?
That would deal with it.
John, what are you up to these days, by the way?
I'm at the moment just had my album released, which is called Another Side, and I'm it's being promoted and around the country. And
Fantastic.
Back to my first love of singing.
Great. Well, we're glad that you had time to come to our little show
I appreciate
tonight.
it. Thank you very much.
That's your lot at home. I don't know about you, but I'm a bit fed up talking about all these turkeys over the road. So I'm going to bed. And for a little treat, we thought we'd leave you with one turkey talking about another turkey. Yes, our colonial cousins across the pond are, of course, celebrating Thanksgiving, the delightful little dears. They are, of course, giving thanks for the fact that we invented them. Nighty-night.
Now I have a task.